This is a tutorial for the Track Your Buying app. I went on and switched it over to airplane mode, so then that way you can see that you can use it offline without internet access. Here's the icon. Go ahead and hit that. Now here's what it looks like. You've got a place to put your tax rate, enter your items, enter how much cash you're going to give the person at the register, and you can change basic information and your clear button here. Now in your settings, you can either manually put in your decimal point, or you can have it automatically put in the decimal point and it will set it to a specific format. Now you can have either one or two list. Now just to show you, I'll go on and put it on to list and have it set to manual right now. You go back to input, and what you want to do is, like here for tax rate, here locally, tax rate is 9.15%. So you'll put it in there as a percent and then hit set tax. You'll see that it pops up down here with your subtotal, your tax, and your total all being at 0. Now as you go through your items, your item name, it's optional. You only have to put that in if you want to specify anything. Your item quantity, if you don't put anything in here, it's set to a default of 1. So unless you're buying multiple items, you don't have to worry about that. Now your item price, you can go on and put in, now say you want to buy an item for $2.99. Hit add item. It'll pop up down here, show number 1. Obviously the name is clear. Sorry about that. The name is clear, the quantity set to 1, unit price is $2.99, and the overall is $2.99. Now say if you wanted to put in 2 items, or say buy 3 items at 99 cents. Then you hit add item, and as you can see here, it shows 3 items, 99 cents at $2.97 overall. It also shows you you're getting 55% or 55 cents tax, and $6.51 is your total. Now as you go through all this, say you want to change item number 2, so you'll go down here to input fields to change item. Here choose item number 2 to correspond with this number up here, and then you will want, say you want to change the name. So you want to change the name to barbecue. So there you go. And let's say you decided you only wanted to get 2 of them, and let's say the price was $3.69. You hit change item, it'll pop up an alert letting you know that it's changed, and you go up here, you see you got barbecue, 2 items, $3.69 a piece, and your total price is $7.38 for that. Now when you change items down here, you don't have to change all 3. All you have to do is say on item number 1, say put in item 1, say you only want to change the name, say you want to change it to chips. To chips there, hit change item. It helps when you hit the button properly. It'll tell you items changed, and as you see, all it did was change it to chips at $2.99. So then after all that, you see your total is $11.32. Here you're going to give the person at the register $20. There you come through, you hit calculate, and it'll show you your new total is 0. You gave $20, and change owed is $8.68. This is a good way to be able to double check what people charge you as you're going through. Now you have a second list here that, say if you're on food stamps or you have something else that is non-taxable, you can set your tax rate up here for your local tax rate, and then you could do this list where you just set your tax rate at 0 and then add items, and then you can keep track of both. Or if you have two people in your group that you each want to keep track of your own stuff, one can be list 1, one can be list 2. Now something else, you go back up to settings, set it to automatic, go back to the input page, and now, as you can see, it's set a little bit differently. On the tax rate, it's a 5-digit, so 10% is the same as 10,000. 9.15 is 09150. So if I wanted to put in that 9.15 again, do 09150. Hit set tax. Now if you don't do this, it'll pop up an error and it'll tell you to actually put in something based on this setup. Now when you put in items, you're going to have to remember to put in the total cents. So like an item that's $2.99, you hit add item. It does the math for you, calculates it as $2.99. Now if the next item you want to buy, say you want to buy 2 items and they're $2.50, you will want to make sure you put in that 0, because if you don't, it's going to come across as 25 cents. So, you know, here you can see it says 2.5. It doesn't necessarily show the 0, but you know it's there. And of course on here, you have the same thing with the change item. Just make sure when you put in the price that you put in your cents, so then that way it can properly do the decimal point for you. Now here it shows $8.72 is your total after you have a 73-cent tax. So say you're going to spend $20, or you're going to give them $20, hit calculate. It'll show you your new total is 0, cash received is 20, and your total is $11.28. Now what happens if you don't give them enough change? Now here with item number 1, if you don't change anything but hit change item, it'll still come back as item changed. What that does is it resets the total. Now say in this you decided you're giving them $5. Well, obviously the total's $8.72. It's not going to be enough. You hit calculate, it'll say not enough money. Here new total, it shows $3.72 in red, and it also shows that you still are not owed change, but it shows that you still owe money. So then after that you decide, okay, I'm going to give you 5 more. Hit calculate. It comes across as your new total 0, cash received is 5, and then change is 128. So once this goes, it basically is showing you compared to your new total, not the total up here. Now after you do all this, you can come up here to show receipt, click on that, and it'll show you a timestamp with your date and your time. Obviously I'm doing this at 4:07 and 52 seconds in the morning. I know it's early. You have basically both lists on here, and these are the same tables as what was on the other, except you don't have any of the forms.